Hello, welcome back to Dry Creek Beekeeping. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the split that I made 4 weeks ago, which is almost a month now, and seeing whether or not they succeeded in making a queen and surviving those 4 weeks, and whether or not we have an official new hive. Alright, so here's the split right here. It actually has 2 boxes on it right now because it has a feeder. And it looks like they drained the feeder, which is good. Also, I can see bees flying in and out of the hive, so I know there are bees inside. They didn't just all leave. This hive was split from the Beta Hive, and it was split, like I mentioned in the intro, 4 weeks ago now. First signs show that they are perhaps doing pretty well, actually. My goal today is to find the queen, make sure that they made a healthy queen, and that she is alive and doing good. It looks like they haven't expanded out any from the initial 3 frames here. This was my first ever hive split. I've never done a hive split before this one. Alright, so first things I'm seeing here, they still have capped honey stores, and they have uncapped honey stores too, as well as pollen. I'm not sure if this is from the original hive or not, but I so far do not see any eggs or brood. Same with this side of the frame, don't see any eggs or brood. I'm trying to be very, very careful as I go through this hive, because if I mess up and accidentally kill the queen, I don't think this hive would survive to make another queen. Alright, so it looks like there's probably a queen. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I see her. Where is she on the camera here? Ah, there she is. See her right there on the camera? Walking around. So it looks like they successfully made a queen, and I could see in these frames there are in fact lots of eggs, some young larvae, and to see that queen, that is very, very good. It looks like all of the original brood in this hive that came from the Beta Hive did hatch, but I mean, that's to be expected. It's been quite a while. And here's another frame. This one is mostly empty. I think this was a frame of stores, and they've depleted most of the stores on it. So the queen must have just hatched, because there's very, very minimal larvae. Assuming that that larvae is probably about 4 days old, and she probably had a mating flight sometime this week. It's been fairly decent weather. I would say she probably just hatched last week, which has barely given her enough time to start filling out these frames, and also it's barely given these bees enough time to expand, because they don't really tend to expand when you first split a hive, at least in my case anyway. But it's good to see that they did successfully make a new queen, and this hive is alive and appears to be doing pretty well. Now we'll see in the coming weeks and months how they continue to do, but since it's from the Beta Hive, I'm assuming some of those genetics are going to carry over, and I'm not exactly sure how this hive is going to do, because the genetics of the Beta Hive aren't the best. They tend to do a little bit of weird things. If you've seen any of my previous videos on that hive, then you'd know it's a bit strange. But no matter the case, we have a new hive. This hive will be named Hive Epsilon, because my hives are named after the Greek alphabet, and that's the next one in order. And that means that I'm up to 5 hives. But that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna close the hive back up and check on them in probably another 2 weeks. Alright, so to recap, today I took a look at the hive split that I made 4 weeks ago to make sure that they made a new queen and that they're doing well. And all good news. They did make a new queen. She looks very healthy. They still have plenty of stores, and I'm excited to see where this hive goes. This, like I mentioned, is my 5th hive. It's going to be named Hive Epsilon. And yeah, that's it. Sorry that this was a shorter video. There really wasn't much to see or do here, but I hope you still enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.